Hello,
Hello.
Mithrantir, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Hello, Clopo. How are you?
Well, I'm pretty excited for this interview. I was waiting you for quite a few. Welcome to Clopoyaur TV.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I would like to say hello to all those who are here live on the stream.
Yes, there are a lot of people on the stream, over 115 people watching, and the number is increasing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing, and you are amazing. First of all, is the question that bothered me the whole day. Please tell me why Mithrandir and not Gandalf, the Great, the White, or I don't know. Was the Gandalf nickname taken?
Uh, I haven't checked, to be honest, when I was making my account. All I did, I used Mithrantir instead of Gandalf because it's not that known like Gandalf. If they haven't read like the books or The Hobbit, they wouldn't know that nickname. But yeah, I think that was the reason. Use, something I love, but not very common.
Yeah. So you are a big fan of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit.
Oh, yes, I love them.
And you were a little hobbit in 14th of February, Lovers Day in 2015 when you joined the game. What happened in that particular day that instead of being with some very cute girl, you made an account in Republic?
No, 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 don't misunderstand me. I was with my girl on that day. I found about the game 2 days before I made my account. I was making I was playing another game, an online game in a Greek server, and somebody came there saying that Greece needs help. They're fighting against Fyrom and Bulgaria. Come and join and help us. And I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And then 2 days later, I made my account, and it happened to be the 14th of February. And that's it.
Okay, so it was not like I thought it was.
No, 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 no. I had a
How,
girlfriend at that time.
However, you are a huge player in terms of level, in terms of number medals, even though you started a little bit late compared to all the other giants of the game. Because you started in 2012, all the dinos, me included, started the game in 2008, 2009. How were your first steps? How people looked at you? You were very active, I assume. You wanted to grow, you wanted to be big, but still, there were a lot of other people that were better than you.
Mm, yeah, I mean, I didn't understand the question, but uh,
When you became so strong, you became that big, you gathered so many medals. How was at the beginning? Because when you entered in the game, there were already people having a lot of strength, and there was a big difference between you and them.
well, the first thing they told me when I first entered the game and they realized that I'm not a multi was that maybe I should buy an account. I was totally against that. I wanted to build my own account from the beginning, and I was like, okay, I won't be as strong as them, but I will get stronger in the long run or in the short run or whatever by spending money, by making training, etc. So yeah, that was it. I mean, I just wanted to play the game with, on my own rules.
So what was the first module that got your attention?
The economic module.
So you wanted to be a tycoon. You wanted to have many companies, right?
Uh, I had a lot of companies. I still have a lot of companies. I'm just not playing anymore the economic module.
Well, is anyone playing right now the economic module?
Well, we have to buy Q7 weapons from some people in order to tank. So hopefully some people will continue produce because what I'm producing is not enough.
Okay, so you started playing and being fascinated by the economic module. When the click happened and you decided that you want to be big also on the battlefield.
When was it? Well, I remember my first tanking battle. It was when Fyrom had conquered Greece, and I remember we started the revolution from Crete. I remember Arentir was tanking in the first battle, and I was just right behind him, hitting with bazookas. And I remember I did like 5 million damage at that point, and we won the round. And everyone was like, "Oh, who's this Mithrantir? Well done. He's a young guy and he's tanking. It's amazing." And since then, I just started loving tanking, and I changed the module.
You started tanking because you felt appreciated by others, or because you really felt good with the feeling of tanking and winning battles by your strong contribution.
No, no, no. I felt great by tanking and winning. That was it. I mean, then I realized why people play this game, and it wasn't for the economic module. It was for those wars, being like 50.01, 50.05, and then just hitting everything just to get like the minute and these kind of things. It's amazing. So
So
that's why I started tanking.
definitely, when you started to become a tank, there were some people that helped you. Who guided your steps in order to become the big Mithrantir that you are today?
Well, I have.
How was your first what was your first contact with military in terms of the people you interacted with?
Huh. I think I owe a lot to the Henekis. He was my commander in Spartiates. He was an amazing guy. He still is an amazing guy. He taught me a lot of things for the battle module and how battles are going on, when do you have to hit, can you calculate the minutes left, how to, control your energy bars, when to hit, when not to hit, and all these kind of things. And except him, I would say at that time, Earendir, Iason, and Fanis.
So, okay, you are a member of the Spartiates. Tell us your evolution till the two towers that you are today.
Well, the two towers is just an MU I'm using to set course. I'm a member of Spartans, and I will always be. I'm just there, I'm just using this MU whenever I want to set course. Otherwise, I'm in Spartans. Now, how did things started? I mean, I entered the game. Uh, I remember that I had like 4 or 5 choices to choose an MU. Um, and I just chose Spartiates. I think because they didn't have a lot of members, so I just wanted to enter a small military unit, not a big one. And since then, I just started evolving, and that was it.
Okay, you are a Greek. Let's get to the heavy things. Everybody knows that in Greece.
Klopo,
Yes.
before you continue, because I see everyone is asking my age. I'm 27.
Okay, more. Then tell us something about real life. You are from Greece. Can you tell us the city?
I'm from Cyprus, and the city is Larnaca.
Yes. And
Uh, my name is Stavros. I mean, all Greek guys knows my name in game. Uh,
you are
what?
27 and definitely you're a male.
Yeah. Yes. The last time I checked, I was a man.
People are also asking why don't we see you on video?
I don't. I don't know. I don't like using videos. I mean, okay, if they send me 3 million CC, I will turn video on.
Okay, so chat, you know what you have to do. Okay, so back to the interview.
Hmm.
You are originally from Cyprus, but you played a long time next to the Greeks. But
Hmm.
1 year ago, something happened to the Greeks that was so united. At one point, the terrorists disappeared and the Greek society split in two parts.
Hmm.
Since you are the first guest we are having from Greece, can you tell us from inside what actually happened? Because everybody knows, okay, Greece it's split into two parts, the terroristas and the rest. But nobody knows why and how did this happen. Can you tell us this story a little bit in a long version?
In a long version, oh, it's a long story.
Well, we have the time.
Okay.
But I have trust that you can tell us in 5 minutes.
So, what happened at that time? I was planning to run for a Greek CP for a few months at that time. I just wanted to try that module as well. And I decided to run, I think it was February, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, And then after I nominate myself to be, a candidate for presidential seat, uh, everything happened with the alliances. Everything collapsed. Everything was ready to, to split again the map and everything. Um, as a candidate, I start talking with every single country that you could imagine, really. I started talking with Poland, with Serbia, with Slovenia, with Romania, with Argentina, with Croatia, with Turkey, with Chile, with every single country that you can imagine. I even go to Venezuela, to USA, anyways. And I made, let's say, a map in my mind how things were going to look after each country picks its side. Uh, and at that point, given what I had in front of me, I thought that the best for Greece would be to follow Poland. That was a mistake, I can say that. It's a mistake not because Poland was weaker or because they were going to lose. I mean, whoever Greece side was going to join, that was going to be the winning side, no matter what. The mistake was that I was dragged, let's say, from the environment of that time to choose between Poland and Serbia, when what I had to do pretty much was to say, okay, I'm going to create a third pole with Argentina, Romania, Turkey, and Croatia. But I didn't do that, and that was my big mistake at the time. And I can say that I think it's the first time I'm saying this. I was fooled and I did a mistake. I don't like to say that, but I was fooled from Argentina at the time, which was my best ally. I was their best ally, but I was fooled because they told me that they were not going to join any alliance. So I knew they were going to follow Romania. I knew that, but they weren't going to follow any alliance active. So I had that back in my mind. I asked every single country what they wanted. Uh, I found out that okay, I'm going to tell you my plan. I never said that before.
Feel free to do it.
Hello, Tahawa. So my plan was to join the Poland side with Croatia and Turkey, secure my borders, win the war, send away Spain, and get back Romania and Argentina. That was my whole plan at that time. But it didn't work.
As usual, something came up.
What came up was that, first of all, I lost the elections. And I was kind of expecting that, to be honest, because pretty much people that didn't know the background thought that I betrayed Romania and Argentina. That I would never have done that. I still don't fight against Argentina. They know it. I know it. Most of the people knows it. And second of all, the other problem that was created was that Argentina followed Asteria at that time, even though they told me that they were not going to join an alliance actively. And that's where I couldn't do anything, even from behind the scenes, even if I wanted to help the elected government. So that was the background before the elections. After I lost the elections, I stayed in Greece. I tried to see what was going on. But then there were some wrong moves, if I may say so, from both sides. And when I say both sides, I mean the side that supported me in the elections and the side that won. Brackets. Before the elections, through the Congress, some people tried to manipulate, let's say, the result of which side we're going to follow, with signing MPPs with force or not signing some MPPs with force. And that started creating a wrong environment in the country. Now, after the result, when Poseidonas won, What they did, and that was, I think, their biggest mistake, uh, they didn't try to communicate with the losing part. I mean, okay, I lost the elections, but I got like 500 votes. He got 650 or something like that. I don't really remember the result. And what they did, they just simply continued with their plan, even though they fooled people because they said that they were going to drag Turkey with them. They didn't. They just used the name of Turkey to gain, the acceptance of a wider part of Greece. And they created hysteria with the ticket. We all know that famous story with the ticket.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. So after that incident, people started dividing. But what created the terroristas was an article written, I don't know from who, from the government, because they didn't sign it, saying that that specific political parties against Cyprus, they are terrorists, against Greece, sorry, they are terrorists, and they are not part of Greece. And that's when the whole story started. I mean, I was still in Greece at that time, trying to bridge the differences. I remember I was going from one teaspoon to the other. I was holding back at that time terroristas for fighting against um, some countries or even Greece itself. But then I left Greece. And the reason I left Greece was that I was receiving some real life insulting and threats. And because it's a game, I don't like this kind of thing. So I said, okay, I'm just going to change country and I'm going back to Cyprus. So, not back to Cyprus, I'm going to Cyprus and continue my game there because it's just a game and we have to remember that. Uh, and I think that's how the country was divided. And since then, we have these things.
Well, these two different, distinct parts still exist today. Do you think there is a way for Greece to be united? Indeed, one part, the part that was the terrorist that is fighting for one side of the let's say military board. The other side is fighting for the other part. Is
Mhm.
there a possibility for the Greece to be again united? Is and if this is possible, is this depending on Greece itself or on the allies that Greece can have?
Hmm. Uh, the easy way would be to choose, the easy way to fix this would be with the alliances. And what I mean, I think whole Greece will be united if they have back, in one alliance, Romania, Argentina, Turkey, and Croatia. I think everyone will be happy. Okay, I know some people in Greece like Serbia or Slovenia, but I think the, let's say, traditional allies of Greece were Argentina, Romania, Croatia, and Turkey, whether we like it or not. Um, and the other way to unite Greece would be that I don't know whether people can realize that, you know, not that one needs the other, but it's a game and they should work together. I mean, okay, one side has a lot of tanks, the other side has votes. Uh, and given the game mechanic, okay, now we have dictatorship. Um,
The
uh,
tanks have an advantage over the voters. Take into consideration the dictatorship, of course.
if we take into consideration this, yes, but I'm against dictatorship because it's simply going to worsen things. It's just going to make things, yeah, worse. What I think that they need to realize is that, okay, those who have the votes, they can't simply, let's say, start a war without knowing whether they have the damage. Um, and on the other side, those who have the damage, they can start any war they want at any time. I think they have to find the solution somewhere in the middle.
Yes, okay, finding the solution in the middle, but there is also a thing that probably Greeks do not realize. You said that Argentina, Romania, Turkey, Croatia are great allies. But for example, I'm a Romanian. For ever since I played this game, I fought side by side by Greeks. I helped them all in their campaigns. But nowadays, in the last period, I find myself on the other side of the battlefield, and I'm wondering, okay, Greece maybe has an MPP with Romania, but how much of the Greece is helping Romania, and how much of the Romanians are helping the Greeks? Because when people from one elite country do not receive the support that they want from the other side, somehow people get mad and say, okay, Greece was a great ally, but I won't fight for them anymore. And and I will give you the example of the Hungarian-Greek war, right? Some people
Mhm.
were on the Greek side, some people were on the other side, but they were there just because they had to choose side. So this division also brings some bad results on the Greece for the battlefield, because when one major event will happen and Greece will have to fight with his whole power, Greece might ended up being alone on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's true. But
Is,
uh,
is, is Greece willing to accept this thing by staying divided like this?
well, I'm not playing for Greece anymore, but I don't know if they are ready to stay like this or if they have any other option. I mean, what I could say is that about the damage that you said before, alliances and friendships were forged when the damage was made count. Right now, Asteria has the majority of the damage, given the countries in the MPPs. Um, so I don't think they are forging, strong bonds uh, as they did, let's say, when Eden was falling, between Romania, Croatia, and Greece, Turkey, and Argentina. They were fighting for one battle, they were winning, they were losing, but they were fighting together. Right now, Asteria is more like gaining the bonuses. That's what I think. Uh, and I believe that if and when Asteria breaks down, I see Romania and Argentina changing sides because I believe that right now Bulgaria, Fyrom, Hungary may try to play, a political game and gain Serbia and Slovenia. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I believe that there will be some changes.
Well, Greece, even though you said that Asteria has the biggest damage, Greece left Asteria, and furthermore, through some of that of his actions, both the president of Serbia, Kataki Mania, and Cornel B, former dictator of Romania, said that Greece plan is to disband Asteria. Is this the
Yes,
secret plan of Greece? Does Greece wants to see Asteria disbanded?
every non-Asteria country wants to see Asteria be destroyed. That's a fact, whether we like it or not. Uh, and I think the problem is that Asteria, I think, it has to go down. Otherwise, we may end up again with a two alliance, dominating the game, become Farmville, and some countries stay with their core regions and stuff like that. So I think we need a change in the game. Right now, there are some really interesting battles because of Greece changed sides. So that's why now we have this kind of interesting battles. But I think more have to be done.
Okay, you said that Greece wants Asteria disbanded. Then can I ask you what is the biggest enemy of Greece in Asteria, if there is such a thing?
The biggest enemy of Greece in Asteria.
Yes.
I
As
would say
David Lancho says,
Serbia. I,
it's too much info at the moment.
yeah, I would say it's Serbia. I think Serbia right now is it's controlling the game. If Serbia wants to change things, they are going to change them. Also, I think Argentina and Romania have a role to play because we see right now that Bulgaria and Fyrom are trying to become like pro-Asteria. and I don't know if they are willing to accept them. I mean, if they do, okay, it's fine with me, but that will be like a 180 degrees turn. So I think that's it, yeah.
Okay, let's assume that the efforts of Greece are fulfilled, and in the end, the Greece Asteria it's breaking. How do you see the countries forming new alliances in the future, in the eventuality of Asteria breaking, of course?
Well, I think a year ago or so I made a post, which was like, I will stop playing when I make Cyprus an empire or when I see an alliance that I want to see. Uh, if Asteria breaks down, I will do everything it's possible to form the alliance that I want to see in this game. And simply, I said that before, it's going to be Greece, Turkey, Romania, Argentina, Croatia. Uh, I mean, that's the core countries I would like to see. Of course, Cyprus, because I'm playing for Cyprus right now. Uh, but yeah, that's what I would like to see in this game. I mean, on the one side, I could see Serbia, Hungary, Slovenia, Fyrom, Bulgaria, Poland. On the other side, I could see, yeah, Greece, Romania, Argentina, Turkey, the countries I said before.
Yes, of course. That's the fortunate future. But in the interviews that we had previous here on Clopoyaur TV, both the president of Romania and Serbia said that Asteria will not die. How do you see the game if Asteria will not collapse? At least will not collapse, let's say, in the next year, because nothing lasts forever. We have learned that in the game.
Mhm. Well, I think the game will continue like now. I mean, Greece, Turkey, Croatia will make some strong wars. They're going to win some battles, lose some battles. They're going to keep their course. I don't think they will get wiped. Uh, but we won't see any big changes, I think. I mean, Serbia won't go to a direct war with Greece. Maybe they will go with Turkey. They did that already. Um, because right now they're afraid that if they do that, they may lose Argentina. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I think, I mean, if nothing changed, we're going to have what we have right now. Uh, Romania has its bonuses. Hungary playing, I don't know with who. Serbia keeping its bonuses, which is the most valuable thing for them. That's my opinion. Uh, yeah, the game will continue like this. Nothing really interesting.
Yeah, okay. Now you said that the main goal of Greece is to disband Asteria. Asteria is the strongest country, the strongest alliance. But why the other countries do not form an alliance themselves and trying to organize in order to make a force to match the force of Asteria? Why do you
Uh,
think they cannot unite? You have on the other side, potentially on the other side, you have enemies of Asteria being Poland, being Croatia, Turkey, Greece, a lot of countries that have quite a good potential. But why they cannot unite each other? In
I
your
think
opinion, of course.
for the same reason that Serbia is not attacking Greece. I think there is some kind of fear. Because, for example, Chile doesn't want to lose maybe Fyrom and Bulgaria, or Poland. We see that, they're Serbia lovers. Uh, on the other hand, again, I don't think Greece wants to lose Argentina and Romania, so they're not going, let's say, who, uh, with whoever. So I think that's the reason. There are some, let's say, mutual interests between countries that they cannot abandon one country for the other.
Oh, okay. I want to ask you right now something about real life. Because we know that in the game there are arch enemies based on real life hate. There is the arch enemy between Romania and Hungary. There is the arch enemy between Serbia and Croatia. But also there was, let's say, in the past, and due to the real life things, we should have seen also a hate or enemies between Greeks, and Turks. However, 2 or 3 years ago, they started to be united, they started to be an alliance after Greece kept Turkey occupied for a few months. And right now they are very good friends, even though in real life there is some sort of hate between Greece and Turkey. How does this happen? Because, for example, this didn't happen between Greece and Fyrom Macedonia. Because every time this subject appears, Greece is a natural enemy Fyrom, and Fyrom is doing the same. There are some epic battle, and one of the country gets erased. How this real life hate between Greeks and Turks has been overpassed?
Uh, well, I think it's because both sides realize that if they live out of the game their own differences, they can build something good. I think that's the difference between Greece and Fyrom right now, because none of those countries live behind their own differences, and at the first, let's say, whenever they can, they just bring them up again. So I think that's their main difference. Turkey and Greece stop using the RL differences. Fyrom and Greece haven't done that yet.
Is
And I think also it has to do with the name, because I don't want to go into this matter, because I'm neither a politician, or I'm not going to lose the country's name issue, but I think that's the problem here.
okay, you're talking about the name. Why every single week it's upset if I say Macedonia, and why every single from the people from Skopje are upset when I say Fyrom? You are a Greek, you are a reasonable man. Please explain to me why is this all this issue about the name?
Uh, the issue has to do with history. That's the problem.
Please
That's
explain to all the people that are not very familiar with this thing.
uh, okay. I'm not an expert on that, but
Well, your
uh,
personal opinion, I'm not an expert either.
well, my personal opinion is that Fyrom tried whatever to steal, if I can use this word, Greece history. With Alexander the Great and all these kind of things. They are claiming that all that history is theirs. They're claiming that the whole Macedonia region is theirs. And on the other side, we have Greece, that, okay, from what I know and from the text and the archaeological discoveries, uh, Alexander the Great and and the whole history uh, was was in ancient Greece. Okay, the region of Macedonia is huge, but just trying to claim the whole history for your nation when actually it's not. I think that's where the problem lies.
Okay, so do you think that there is a solution that will make both people from both countries happy in regard to the name?
Ooh.
I mean, come on. I'm from Romania. Every single time this issue appears on my stream, I am upset. I wish for a solution. For people from both sides can be okay if I say the name of one country or another. So I don't want to have this issue. Is there a
Okay.
solution for this issue not to happen again?
Okay, right now I think there are going to be some discussions between the Prime Minister of Fyrom and Greece, of the Foreign Affairs ministers, to solve the Arab problem. I don't know if they're going to do that. I'm using Fyrom because that's the name the United Nations use. Now, if there is a name that both countries can accept, I have no idea.
Okay. So for the first time, we have heard the point of view of somebody regarding this issue, because everybody is avoid to talk about this. Okay, let's get back to the game and more issues. You are right now representing Cyprus. You played a lot of time over there for Cyprus. In real life, there is a difference between Turks and Greeks over there, but in the game, Cyprus was the home of INSEE. However, right now you are there, you are a Greek, you are representing Cyprus. How this mixture came together, and how you were able to live among the Inches, which we all know were a very exclusive club.
Okay, before I continue that, because I see, the chat, all I said about the problem with Fyrom and Greece, it's my personal opinion. So, guys, just don't get upset with that and let's move on. Now, for Cyprus, uh, about the RL problems. Well, to be honest, in RL, yeah, we have very, very, very huge differences with the Turks. And that was the reason when I started the game, when I learned that Cyprus, was played and ruled by Turks. I just signed up to the game for Greece. Um, but slowly, slowly, in game, when you start meeting people and talking with them, you just realize that game is not real life. I mean, I wanted to live real life out, and that's why I said, okay, let's give it a try. Uh, I mean, I can say that at the beginning, when I was playing for Greece, I wasn't hitting for Turkey when they were allies because of that. Um, but after I changed my opinion, not because I don't feel that we have, some kind of hate in RL, if I can use this word, but because it's a game and we're here to have fun. So, and when I actually enter the Cypriot community here in the game, people here are great. They are lovely, whether they are Turks or from France or from Cyprus or from Greece. There are some really cool guys. And, the more I was learning those people or keeping knowing them better and better, the more I realized that in game we have nothing to divide. We're playing a game for the same country, so let's do it. And that's how I continue playing for Cyprus, and I will continue playing, and I love the Turk players that play for Cyprus right now. And that's
Yes.
it.
So you said that your goal in the game will be to make Cyprus an empire. Is that possible?
Nope.
Or nope? Why you don't think it's possible? Come on, you can have allies. You can convince, for example, allies to support you for a month. What do you miss in Cyprus for Cyprus to be an empire?
2,000 more active people.
Only 2,000?
Yes, all I need is 2,000 more active people for Cyprus to make it an empire, because uh, in order to make an empire, you need to secure the resistance wars that they will start when you conquer a country. In order to do that, you need people, or you need combat orders. Uh, I'm not willing to spend that much CC to make Cyprus an empire if I can't have actively 2,000 Cypriots in the game. Uh, I don't want to not rely on others, but I want to be sure if I'm going to do the next step for Cyprus, and we can do that. So what we managed to do at the resource change, we managed to increase Cyprus regions from 2 to 10, which was amazing. I was CP at the time, and I would like to thank for that Tahao and Machiavelli from Turkey. Uh, but making Cyprus an empire right now, it's a bit impossible. Maybe if, 2, 3 big MUs come and join Cyprus, we might be able to do it.
Okay, you are a strong Greek player right now. You are playing from Cyprus. What does it take for a small country to become powerful? In big countries where there are a lot of players, it's easy to be an empire. It's easy to control regions and so on. But let's say for an average medium country like Cyprus, like Portugal, like I don't know, average countries, medium countries, when and how they can have their moment of glory?
When they can have their moment of
Or
glory.
when or how? What's the recipe?
Well, see what Colin did with Albania. I mean, if they find a Colin, or if they find, a Slemi, or if they find even in Mithrantir, then they can fulfill some targets. They can do a lot of things. Portugal is a bit bigger, I think, than the other countries that you mentioned. But for countries to achieve something, I mean, if you're a small country in a small community, you have to be really active in order to achieve something. Other than that, you can't really do much. I mean, for example, even if I gather, let's say, it's 80, 90, 100 people, if Serbia wants to conquer me, they will conquer me. Okay, I may drain them a couple of rounds, I may win a round, I may win a battle, but in the end, I'm going to lose. So they can't do a lot, but they can enjoy the game in different ways.
Well, like the Thailandese people are doing, for example.
Exactly.
They went into an isolated part of the world. They are safe over there, and from time to time they are having fun.
Exactly.
Can Cyprus copy this model? Because there are enough crazy people in Cyprus as they are in Thailand. Even though
Yeah.
the Thailand people are not from Thailand.
Yeah, well, and East Cypriots are not from Cyprus. That has nothing to do with that. Well, yeah, we are a crazy nation. I mean, you've seen us, the last several months making two airstrikes to Hungary, fighting against Serbian and Hungarian airstrike in our course, defeating Serbia in Saudi. We are a crazy nation. We can achieve crazy things because we have great allies. And Thailand again, they are achieving great things because they have allies behind them. Uh,
What prevents Cyprus to have an alliance behind them? Because we all know that Thailand people are outlaws from Serbia, after all.
yes, yes. Well, we are allies. We are allies with Thailand. We're allies with Croatia. We're allies with Turkey and Greece. We don't have an active alliance, but that's our alliance. So, and that's why we achieve all these things because we have these people behind us. I mean, and I can give you an example. I mean, 2 days ago, when we had the war against Iran, uh, I was hitting like 5 billion damage. I was in the Buhu, on the other side, the Buhu was like 400 millions, and I couldn't turn the wall because I was alone. So, one man army sounds good, but you can't achieve a lot if you don't have people behind you to support you.
Yeah, that is very true. You need a lot of people. And talking about one man army, how important are the financial things right now in the game, namely the combat orders? Slemmy told me in the interview that I had with him 2 months ago that without a combat order, you literally cannot control a war. Is the combat order so important nowadays that everybody is willing to fight for the combat order regardless of the alliance or their nation?
Definitely. Definitely, and we had a lot of examples for that. I mean, you could see a lot of battles that were lost, and when combat orders were set at a high amount, the wall was turned. Um, so, yeah, with combat orders, you can control a battle if you have the budget. Otherwise, by setting like 5, 10, 20,000 cc, you can't control a battle. You need a good budget behind you to do that.
Nowadays, you are pretty active on the military stage. How is the budget when you are how much it should be the budget when you are starting a campaign? Let's say a medium campaign, not a big campaign.
Against who?
Okay, pick an enemy. Let's say your enemy is I will not say Serbia because that's not a normal enemy. Let's say you go against France. You have nothing against France, but let's say you go against France. What is the budget for an enemy like France?
I wouldn't use more than 500,000 cc
For an enemy
because
like yes, continue.
yes, because I believe like for an enemy like France, I will be able to control Division 4 if they don't have a massive support from their allies, and I will be able to focus my combat orders in the smaller division, maybe 2 and 3, not Division 1. Um, and if there is a need, I will support my tanking with combat orders. Uh, so
Okay, so
yeah, I
I
think
understood the budget.
500,000. Yeah, 500,000 cc would be enough to win a war against France. Because if you make like if you win the first 4 or 5 rounds and it's like 44, 55-0, then you don't really need combat orders.
Okay, let's say if the enemy is Hungary.
We went several times against Hungary.
Yeah.
They won, we won. Uh, we had some really nice battles. Uh, what I used for combat orders against Hungary was around, how much was it? Maybe 1 million cc?
Only one? That was cheap.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
and
maximum,
and
the
coming.
maximum amount I ever used in combat orders was 1.3 million cc against Serbia. My highest amount that I ever spent.
Okay, was this your personal money or funds from the government?
No, no, personal money.
Personal money. Okay, and we talked about Hungary. It seems that there is a rivalry between Cyprus and Hungary. How did you come up with this? Because every time I see a shout from you and it's towards the country says something, we will airstrike Hungary. So what's the story behind this?
Oh, again, a long story.
Well, we have the time. Shoot it.
All happened when we airstrike Hungary, Hungary in the Austrian regions, and we landed, and we conquered like 4 regions from them, and uh, 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 they came to us proposing to stop the war. So and we agreed on that, to be honest. We wanted to stop the war. We just wanted to have some fun in the Austria region, etc. And we were discussing on the IRC about reaching an agreement. At that time, we were allies with Poland, etc. Even though I was supposed to be mad with Poland, I'm with Hungary, and I don't know why. Because Poland was the one that backstabbed us at that time. Because when we reached the agreement and we were ready to sign it, Poland pretty much made an agreement with Hungary, telling them that they are not going to support our resistance wars in Austria, so feel free to send them back and gain back your bonuses. So after that happened, we were trying to communicate with the Hungarian CP. He never answered, and then they started hitting our Rus resistance war, so we left. Um, and because of their attitude, not answering to us, starting the resistance wars without noticing, pretending they are not there, and this kind of thing made me angry because until that time I respected Hungary, and I still do, and I respect a lot of people from there. But because of that attitude, I felt that, because we're a small country, they can play with us. So I decided to be, an enemy of Hungary.
And you remain an enemy till now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay, I'm going to ask you something straight. If you will have the chance, will you airstrike Hungary?
Yes.
Was the attack of Greece against Hungary something premeditated?
From who?
From Greece and probably from Cyprus.
What do you think?
I'm asking you, I know what I'm thinking.
Well, there's always a plan, right?
Okay, of course. And can you disclose that plan?
I think it was pretty obvious what happened, even though
For us,
yeah.
for us, it was obvious. For the people that really do not watch the plans too much, maybe it's not that obvious.
Okay, the plan was to play with Hungary to make other countries choose a side, and that's what I can say.
Well, that was pretty obvious. And they chosen side, and the plan in the end hoped for countries choosing side, making them separate in Asteria and creating conflicts.
Could you repeat that because the sound was a bit bad?
I said that the plan should have led to countries from Asteria fighting one against each other in the same battle and eventually breaking the bonds in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think still those bonds were not broken?
Because we made a mistake again, in my opinion.
So what was that mistake? Because the battles went epic in the end. They were strong and good fights. What
Of
was that
course they
mistake?
were. Of course they were. Uh, at that time, we were doing really great. I mean, I could see that some things were moving in the right direction. But for me, the mistake was that we focused on Serbia. We shouldn't have done that. That's my opinion. We
So
should have continued with Hungary.
yeah, because do you think to turn who against who?
To make Serbia tank for Hungary and Romania start liking Greece again. In really, really simple words.
Yeah, but that unfortunately didn't happen. Or I mean, the Romanian officials are saying that they want to be friends with Greece again, but once Greece is going to decide what he wants to do. Is these stages of Greece being outside of an alliance and having the possibility to choose whenever he wants which side on the battlefield, is this beneficial to Greece?
And yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
It can be beneficial because they can avoid some direct wars, but on the other side, it's not beneficial because they cannot, let's say, complete the game with a correct or a proper alliance. So I think they're in the middle of both sides. So I think it's kind of complicated for Greece. Uh, yeah, that's it. I mean,
It's a transition stage.
hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully it is.
Okay, let's talk about another country that you have mentioned previous, and that country was Poland. You said that you were disappointed. You wanted to be an ally of Poland, but then you were disappointed by Poland. What are your thoughts about Poland right now? Everybody knows Poland is a strong nation in the game, but something prevents them for forming an alliance or forming bonds with anyone on the Republic. Why?
Ask them. I have no idea why. From what I see is that they want to build again an alliance with Serbia. So, uh,
What ruined the Greek-Polish relations then? So you said that you wanted to get close to Poland when you run for presidency, right? So what happened that 10 months ago Poland was an option, right now Poland is no longer an option for Greece?
well, it wasn't 10 months ago. It was,
It was in February, you said.
yeah, but last year's February, wasn't it?
Okay.
Um, so it's 1.5 years ago.
So what changed? What made you change your mind?
Poland's attitude, I would say. I mean, sometimes they were there, sometimes they were not. Sometimes they were like, we were going to help, sometimes they weren't there. Sometimes they wanted to do that, sometimes they wanted to do exactly the opposite. Sometimes they wanted Croatia, some other times they wanted Serbia. So I guess that's what happened.
They are not consistent.
Yes,
Okay, let's move on to different countries, and we spoke only a few about Bulgaria and Fyrom Macedonia, both countries in your close proximity. How do you see these countries? These are, let's say, a bit small countries in the Balkans, playing an important role in Balkans.
well, right now I think they're trying to approach Serbia. I don't know how this will end, but that's what I believe right now.
Do
I
you
don't
think
know
that
how
do you think
Chile
that
will
do you
react.
think that Fyrom is going to approach Serbia and Serbia will accept it?
If they're going to accept them or not, ask them.
Well, I
I
ask
hope
you
that
for your
I.
opinion. I'm not asking what is going to happen because you are not Nostradamus. You don't know what is going to happen. But I ask your opinion. We are talking like, I don't know, two Republic players.
Uh, I think Serbia already accepted them, but not officially in the alliance because again they don't want to uh, have any misunderstandings with Romania and Argentina.
Okay, how do you see Bulgaria in this equation? And you mentioned something about Chile earlier.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chile, we know that it's an enemy of Serbia, even though there were some rumors that they were trying to become Croatia. I never believed that. Um, so I don't know how Chile will react if Bulgarian Fyrom goes like officially with Serbia or something like that.
So do you think that Bulgaria and Fyrom can be, let's say, pro-Styria or fight side by side with Romania and Serbia?
Well, definitely with Serbia, they're already doing that. I don't know about Romania. Uh,
Can they be in Styria without Romania's approval? Hungarians tried it and they didn't made it.
can they do it? I have no idea. I mean, if they do it and Romania and Argentina don't react, I think that's a game over for the rest of the countries. If they do react, we're going to have some really interesting results.
Okay. And we are coming to the country that it's one of the most important for Greece, and that is Croatia.
Hmm.
What are the bonds that are tying Greece and Croatia so strong right now?
I think it's the fact that they stick together till the end in a bug-in times. That's what makes those bonds so strong.
Well, they were both members of the fallen Eden.
Yes,
So
and they,
those bonds survive from that old times till now.
yes, I think they did. Because that's what I said before. Alliances are forged when you have a need of damage, not when you are when you are on the winning side. Uh, and that's why I think they bond such strong bonds, and that's why I used to have and I still have some really strong bonds with Argentina.
Well, I'm going to ask you something difficult. What are
Okay.
what are the strongest bonds right now in the game? Are the bonds between countries, like let's say Greece and Croatia, Romania and Serbia, or bonds between friendships, friends that are in different countries?
Well, I will change your question. I will say that countries are represented by people. People create the friendships. So I think you got your answer. It has nothing to do with the name of the country. It has to do with the people that are playing in that country.
But then what happened, for example, with Romania and Croatia? We all know Romania. During my presidency 3 years and a half ago, Romania with Croatia both erased in the same month Hungary and Serbia. It was awesome.
Yes.
I had a lot of friends on Croatian side. Oh,
Hmm.
still, 1 month ago, I fought like crazy against Croatia, even though I had many friends on the other side.
Uh, I think Romania acted as it acted in the last war in some kind of revenge against Croatia for the regions in Asia, in India, sorry. Uh, when I was talking with people from Romania, they had that feeling that because they felt that Croatia abandoned them. I think they were waiting the right moment to pay back, if I use that.
So, coming back to the original question, what is more important, bond between countries or bond between friends?
Born in here.
If your people from Spartiates will call you, and in the same moment Greece will call you or Cyprus will call you in two different directions in two different battles, which voice will you follow?
But now you're asking something different. You were supposed to ask if Spartiates call me or if uh, Albania call me, not Cyprus, because Cyprus is my country.
Okay, let's put the question differently. You know, the planet Mars is fighting with the planet Saturn. You know,
Hmm.
Spartiates are representing Saturn, and Cyprus, your country, is representing Mars. Which side will you go?
Really?
Really?
I
So
think
what is more important, your country or your friends in this game?
for me both are important. I mean, you see that I give everything for my country and I give everything for my friends. So if there was a situation like that you're mentioning, probably I wouldn't fight for anyone. I would abstain.
Well, why?
Because both sides are important for me, so I don't want to hurt one side or the other. So I will try simply to solve the problem.
Okay, peace between Saturn and Mars, it's a possibility then. Okay, let's get back down to Earth and study your account where I can see all the medals in his profile in your profile, including the country
Okay.
president two times, over 1,270 battle hero medals, 13 times a top fighter going to the 14th medal. Tell us what drives you crazy and make you tank in a battle.
Okay, before I answer that, for your previous question about Mars and Saturn and the other planets, uh, if you remember, before I moved to Cyprus, Greece and Cyprus were enemies. Since
Yes,
I moved to Cyprus, I tried to correct the bonds and I managed to do it, and I'm proud of it. So, you see, when there is a will, there is a way. Now, about what makes me tank as crazy. Uh, I guess whenever I see my side losing, I just want to tank. I think that's it. I like to win.
you like to win. Are you willing to spend no matter what for winning?
Nope.
So what is the limit? When is the moment when you are saying, okay, that's it, that's the limit?
When I run out of energy bars.
Okay, so does a player that has 13 medals as top fighter ever runs out of energy bars?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, how is this happening?
More than once.
What was the highest amount of energy bars that did you had?
Who in my account?
Yes, in your inventory.
Maybe 15,000?
Oh, so few?
Yeah.
I never ever got more than 2,500. I have right now 2,500 and I consider myself very rich.
Okay, for Sukateiro, because he's asking what I'm doing for a living, I'm an economist. I'm not going to say anything more.
Okay. Uh, good. You are Legends of Cyprus Mithrantir Battalion 4. What is the highest amount of damage you made in a battle, and how many energy bars do you burn in a battle when you tank from start to finish?
Well, if you scroll a bit lower, you will see my top damage in the campaign. It
Yes,
was
that's
done.
8.7 billions for Cyprus,
Hmm.
like a few days ago, 4 days ago.
Yes, exactly. So, how many energy bars I spent? How many were there? Maybe. Oh, now I don't remember. More
Make
than
make an approximation.
one.
People will want to know, okay, if I have all the energy bars in the world, how many can I destroy in 1 hour and a half?
Maybe 1,000. 1,500?
Okay, that's good.
I think.
Okay, you are famous in the game. You are
Hmm.
literally giving the name of the 4th Battalion of Cyprus. It's Legends Mithrantir Battalion 4. How good it is to be so famous. You are third or fourth player in the game, taking into consideration the level. Apologies
Hmm.
for not knowing exactly. So how it is to be so known, so feared on the battlefield? How is to be well renowned in the game?
Uh, I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I knew that would happen because that's how I play the game. Um, Now, if it's good, it has its advantages, definitely. If it's bad, and if you don't mind getting, messages like, oh, send me 1,000 Q7 weapons, oh, send me food, oh, send me CC, oh, send me gold, I don't think there's other problem. I mean, okay, maybe some people, I don't know if they are jealous or not, or if they're insulting you because of that. I don't pay attention to these people. So being famous in the game, I think it's good.
Okay, your girlfriend is calling, therefore I'm going to try to be sure from now on. Okay, yeah. As I said, you have some advantages. Do you feel that people respect you on the battlefield? I mean, when you are going for a battle hero medal, you take the early advantage. People do not go over you. Do you get such respect on the battlefield?
I think I do.
Or when you are tanking for one side, the other side is okay. Mithrandir is there. Let's drop it. Do you get such reactions? Do you feel things like that?
For the second part, it happened only against some small countries because whenever you're fighting against a strong country, they can't give up. They are strong. Uh, Now, for the Battle Hero medals, yeah, it happened a lot of times, and I did the same for other people. Maybe they were sending me, "Hey, can I get your Boohoo, your Battle Hero medal?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, go take it." Or I was hitting and I was texting, I was sending a message to the guy that he was on the Boohoo. Don't worry, I'm not going to get your Boohoo. I'm going to stay just behind you. So yeah, and I like this kind of thing because it's a game, so we want to enjoy it. I don't want, to fight with anyone for the battle hero metal or anything else. So yeah, and I feel good about it.
Okay, I'm going to ask a silly question. You are calling the Battle Hero Medal Boohoo because you are in Cyprus and the logo of the Inchi is the owl?
I didn't understand your question.
Well, well, you said earlier something like I'm going for the Boohoo, and if I am there, the Boohoo is mine, or they are asking for me to get them the Boohoo. I am
Hmm.
assuming that the Boohoo is the Battle Hero Medal, right?
Yeah, it's the initial BH.
Yes, the initial BH. But because you are in Cyprus, what the Inchi are there, and their logo is the owl, right?
Hmm.
How is the owl doing? Boohoo!
Oh my God, Flopo.
Yes, connections.
There is a connection, but I never thought of that connection.
Well, I'm seeing things. I knew there is full of owls over there. They got you, but you didn't even know it.
True.
Okay, we are getting too close to the end of our interview, which was very stressful. You, I do apologize for my uncomfortable question, but these are caused by the fact that I did not scripted anything. Everything was in my mind. So sorry if some of the questions were confusing. I wanted to ask you. You are among the best players in the game. What would you advise a player that starts the game right now to do?
Good luck, first of all. Be patient. Um,
You are texting. I know. Okay, as soon as you will finish texting, definitely you will be able to answer my question about the new young players that are joining the game, and you will give them some good advices for that. I bought you some time. Did you manage to finish the texting?
yes. So New players in the game. Uh, they have to be patient, first of all, definitely. Um, they need to play clever right now if they want to stay in the game. They don't have to go all in. And definitely they need to do some friends, because if they don't have friends in the game, they won't stay in the game.
Okay. What do you think about the winter raffle that is going to happen tomorrow?
Good luck to all. I disagree with the event in the weekend, but
How many tickets do you have?
I don't want to answer that.
Okay. In the range of,
It's a three-digit number.
it's a three-digit number. Okay, people, around 999. So, how do you find the prizes? People are saying, okay, it's bitcoins. What is that? But still, for me, the prizes look okay. What is your personal opinion about the prizes?
Uh, I think the price is really good. I mean, since they wanted to give real money, Bitcoin is a good way to do it. Otherwise, they were supposed to give what? Pay safe, transfer money with PayPal, give Visa numbers. Um, and also, it's a way, to get those Bitcoins back if you're going to spend them in game. Now, regarding the rewards, I found them nice as well. I mean, they are giving a lot, and I think it's the first time they're doing that, so it's nice.
Okay, what is the prize that you desire the most?
Uh,
If you could pick your prize, what would it be?
the first prize?
Okay, I would pick the package with the poster and the T-shirt, but that's just me.
Well,
Okay.
if I want that, I can send it to you.
Okay, feel free to do it then. Also, people on the chat, we are getting close to the end of the interview, so feel free to ask your questions. I will address them to Mithrantir. But in the meantime, I will ask him, what is your opinion about what is happening here on Clopoyaur TV with all these people gathering and feeling good in the game? What do you think about this idea? And don't say too many big words about me.
Uh, well, I think it's a really good way to keep the game, alive, and and you're doing a really good job, whether you like it or not. Because people here are having fun, they're enjoying their time. Um, so I think it's a really good thing what you're doing here, and continue doing it.
Okay. Also, I have organized the Hearthstone tournament. You were part of it. How was it to play a different game with the people that you are playing Republic every day?
Oh, it was really nice. I mean, okay, that's the second game I play, Hearthstone. Uh, it was really nice because it's a nice game. So whether you play Republic or whether you play Hearthstone, the important thing is to enjoy that thing, what you're doing at that point. So I enjoyed the tournament. It was really nice. Please do it again, and good luck to everyone again.
Okay, Taki Mani asks you what do you think about Serbia and about the president of Serbia?
About Taki Manija?
Yes.
Well, Taki Manija is a great guy. We're talking a lot. Uh, what I think about Serbia, I never liked how Serbia was playing until recently. What I mean that they were either using other countries to do their dirty jobs, or they were playing only for bonuses. Uh, right now, I think uh, that Serbia was trying to change that. They still have to do some work, but they are a great enemy.
Okay, you are right now, another question, you are right now Battalion 4, next is Battalion 5, where is the limit?
Until I log out for the last time, I don't think there's a limit.
Okay, so there is no limit for Mithrantir. What would you change in the game if you would have the chance?
Hmm. First of all, I would advertise a game to bring more people. Uh, you have to give some incentive to new players. I don't know if it's a good idea, to cut a percentage of the strength of all players, some kind of a restart. Um, there are a lot of things that you can do with this game to make it better.
Maybe the admins will hear us, so shoot us a few things that a player that literally did everything in the game would do.
Really?
Yes, what would you do? If you would have the power, if you would be in the shoes of Plato for one day, what would you do?
Mm, I don't know how. I would need some consultants. The economic model needs to change. I don't know if by introducing new like Q8 weapons or Q67 houses would change anything, or the way it's done. If you can have like a limit of what you can buy or what you can sell, these kind of things. Uh, I would change something maybe with the alliances. I would give maybe some more benefits to the military units or some more strengths to the military units. These kind of changes.
Oh, okay. So the questions on the okay. As the Milancho asked, what is a possible future alliance for Cyprus? We talked a lot about Greece, but we didn't talk about Cyprus.
True. Future alliance about Cyprus. Well, I guess I told you my dream alliance. I'm a dreamer. But the realistic alliance that we have right now, it's with Thailand, Croatia, Turkey, USA, Chile, um, Albania, Armenia, Greece. This I consider these countries as friends of Cyprus.
Okay, interesting. And we haven't talked about USA. How do you see USA at this moment?
How do I see them?
Yes. How do they see their position on the battlefield between all the countries in the Republic? Because they are a pretty decent, strong nation.
Yes, they are. They help us a lot of times in the past, and I hope they will do that in the future as well. Uh, they're playing a lot of political games, which I don't know them all. So all I wish for is that they stay next to Cyprus. That's what I want.
As long as they will be on the different side than Serbia, probably they will be next to Cyprus, right?
Sorry?
As long as they will be on the other side than Serbia, they will be next to Cyprus, right?
Uh, I mean, right now, for example, USA had like some common interests with Asteria, but they were still friends of Cyprus. So that's what I told you before. Some countries are really complicated. So I would say that, yeah, I consider USA as an ally of Cyprus. Even though we may don't have right now an MPP, we are going to renew it. We won. Hopefully, they won as well. And we will see how the game will evolve.
Okay. Somebody asked, name 5 countries where you are that you are going to help in their wars.
5 countries.
Yes.
Greece,
1,
Turkey,
2,
Croatia.
3.
Big countries or small countries?
Doesn't matter. Countries.
Well, I would help more than 5. I don't want to leave some countries out.
Okay, we can count to 10 then. We are just
Okay,
at 3.
okay. So Turkey, Greece, Croatia, Thailand,
4,
Georgia,
5,
Albania,
6,
Chile,
7,
USA,
8,
Argentina,
9.
uh, and Russia.
Russia. What are the top 3 countries that we will never fight for?
Hmm. I would never fight for. I guess Firome.
One.
I can't say Hungary because I fought for them in the past.
So we won't count Hungary.
Uh, you see, that's a problem. I fought for most of countries.
Well, okay. Let's say that from now on, which country will you will never fight from now on for?
If nothing changed in the game,
Yes.
okay. If nothing changed in the game, I would say Firome, Serbia, Hungary.
Okay. What is your arch enemy in the game, if there is such a player? Your nemesis. In terms of playing, of course, not killing in real life. Because in real life, the only one that is going to be killed is going to be you, because your girlfriend is getting really, really mad. Is the second message, and I'm going to be for blame, but I will take that blame.
Well, I don't have arch enemies or like somebody that is countering me or something like that. I mean, each country has, some strong accounts that they can fight against me and neutralize my damage, or set some combat orders that I can neutralize my damage. So, I mean, it's what I said before, like the one-man army issue can be successful in a very, let's say, in very few times. It can't be like that all the time. So I think the arch enemy of Mithrantir is it's the game. It's how the game is. That's it.
Okay. Somebody asked in the chat, many people say that this game is going to die. Do you see it alive in 1 year from now on?
Yeah, I heard. I'm listening this thing like for the last 2 years now. Okay, there are a lot of players left. A lot of players are still here. Um, it's not that expensive, I think, to keep the game on. So I don't see this game dying soon.
Okay, somebody else asks, what do you think about Slovenia?
Oh, they are cool. I like them. Even though we're enemies, I like them. Um, if I can use these words, they fight with honor. If I can use these words, uh, I like fighting against them. I used to fight again for them. Uh, yeah, it's a cool nation. I mean, I could be an ally with them easily.
Okay. Shukater is implying that your arch enemy is not the game or somebody, it's Sauron. It's Saruman. Is that true?
No, I destroyed him.
Oh, okay, you destroyed him. We have seen, we had the Lord of the Rings, we had the Hobbit. Do you think there is something that we should expect in the future?
You mean like a new trilogy?
Yes.
I don't think there's going to be anything like that.
How many times did you read the book?
Uh, Twice each.
How many times did you saw the movies?
A lot of times.
Okay, I personally saw them like 10, 15 times.
Exactly, at least.
Okay, good. In Greece, you like football, and in Cyprus, you like football and basketball. Therefore, I'm going to ask you what is your favorite team in football and your favorite team in basketball?
In Cyprus?
In Cyprus or in Greece?
Well,
Depends.
it's in Cyprus I support Anorthosis from Augusta.
Yeah.
In Greece I support Panathinaikos. Uh, I mean, okay, in Spain I support Atletico Madrid, in Italy I support Juventus, in the UK I support Arsenal.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. In Germany?
Eh, I'm not supporting any country, any team there, sorry.
Okay. And what is your favorite team in basketball?
Panathinaikos, of course.
And in NBA?
Uh, Used to be Chicago Bulls.
Okay. And one final question before ending the stream. What is the personality in real life that marked your life in the most important way?
I would say
What
loyalty.
what is the personality that I don't know made you follow a career, impressed you the most, guided your steps in life? Who impressed you the most?
I think it's motivation. When you have a motivation or a motive, you can achieve everything, unless, as long as you try the hard as you can.
Okay, great answer. And now there are a lot of Greeks on the channel. Please send them a message in Greek language. Feel free to do it.
Γεια σας παιδιά, τι κάνετε? Θα συνεχίσουμε να παίζουμε μαζί μέχρι είτε να κερδίσουμε είτε να πέσουμε.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Is there anything that I didn't ask that you want to tell us in this interview?
No, not really.
Okay, then thank you very much for your time. Please accept my apologies for your girlfriend for keeping you busy for 90 minutes. I did not intend it to be that long, so my apologies once again. And thank you for being here. Also, I'm asking for your permission to put this video on YouTube. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, as long as you use like the nickname I'm using, like Mithrantir,
Of
it's
course,
okay.
of course, of course. Okay, once again, thank you very much, and looking forward to have you again in my next streams. Who knows? Maybe when Cyprus is going to be an empire, you will be my honored guest. Also, thank you for supporting the stream with so much money. You are currently the contributor of the month. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you too, and good night.
Good night.